Get back to the line of scrimmage. Tom Cruise stars in Top Gun Maverick, now streaming on Paramount Plus, rated PG-13. Just at the ParamountPlus.com/Top Gun Maverick and try Paramount Plus for free. Still disappointed. Well, you said that it's better than the original. I don't know. It's a good statement. 2nd and 8 after Gundawale picked up a couple. Davis Mills now will work from the gun for the Texans. Here they come. Puts it out just in the nick of time. Beats to Ogunbowale. Gets a little bit closer to that 30-yard line. Tackled by Rodney McLeod as we get another NFL Today update. JB in New York.
The Patriots win, and they're in. The 9-play, 74-yard drive ends right here with this 2-yard touchdown pass to Jacoby Myers. Gets his foot down the back of the end zone. Cleveland ties up Buffalo 7-7. Back to Spiro and Jay.
So much intrigue around the NFL as the playoff picture really starts to materialize around the NFL.
See Cooks in motion there. He's in the slot now. That's who they like to look to. Third down the red zone.
Bills on 3rd and 7. Fields with a rush and completes.
I love football. Can we get out here around football? Because that's what I was watching. Guilty did basketball.
Pretty good protection again for Davis Mills because this
Guilty ain't gonna promise me all your football. Not to kill themselves. Bitch, you didn't kill yourself.
On time and rhythm. You know that they're going to go to Cooks. You're in the red zone. You're on 3rd down. That's where they're going to go. Defensively, you have to understand that. Cooks got that big contract for the offseason. $18 million next year.
Big number. The big questions that they have to answer. This is Amari Rodgers placed into duty over the past couple of weeks with the injuries that they have at the position. So Davis Mills, Jay, obviously you mentioned the regression in certain areas. It's been a disappointing year for him, but people don't forget he barely played a full season as a collegiate at Stanford. A couple of devastating knee injuries, back-to-back ACL tears as a youth. He just hasn't played a ton.
He has not. And he did not come into an easy situation here in Houston. He was a 3rd-round pick. Didn't expect for him to be a starter. He ends up starting his rookie year. He comes into the year as a starter this year, but he's growing and developing, and they haven't helped him as much as he is needed.
Mills calling for the snap on 2nd and 7. They protect him well again. Here's side of the field, and it's incomplete. They took Mills with the 67th overall pick in that 2021 draft, conditioning the number 2 behind Tyrod Taylor. For the benching, middle part of the year. When he came back, there were a couple of weeks where he looked good.
What he's done better is not turn the ball over. And that's what he's done on the first half of the season. He had 13 interceptions this year. You just have that.
I found it.
He also had that comeback win a couple of weeks ago against Tennessee. As he finished here, 3rd down passes, incomplete. Gives the direction Rex Burkhead, and it's 4th down.
Disappointing because you had Burkhead. He was okay. Hanks did a good job buying time with his feet. He puts that ball on the next first down to try and continue. Watch Burkhead come all the way across. He's right there. Now just come right across the screen. Here's Davis was getting outside. Now he's got him. Set your feet as you're coming out. Deliver that ball, and you're going to have first down.
Cameron Johnson on the play for the first time. 19-15. It's motivated from his practice route. So it goes for a fair catch. There's a touchdown field position inside their 10. Beautiful play by Johnson.
Next time you purchase maybe into Domino's pizzas for $6.99 each, because hundreds of new electric vehicles are rolling out to deliver Domino's across America.
I'm great.
This electric feels different because it's powered by the most potent source of energy there is. You. This is the Lexus variety of electrification. Inspired
Mickey's okay.
Traded for. And
Because he pussy whipped and he had tore her. And so is Timothy.
Ben isn't worried about retirement.
Or
His
Corey.
personalized plan is backed by the team at Fidelity. His IRA is professionally managed, and he gets one-on-one coaching when he needs it. So Ben is feeling pretty zen. That's the planning effect from Fidelity.
New
Lord
customers.
John did that. He scared. He just scared.
Right, but what if I'm already?
Because I was cheated.
No problem. Hey, Kim.
And our birthday.
Yeah.
But she is.
It's kind of birthday.
what if I'm new to AT&T?
Kim,
Oh, nice.
Hey, but what about for existing customers?
Then I asked him to buy me some Jordans. And he wanted to know what the 2030 on my arms stand for, even though I already know. Michael Jordan. You do a federal
Hey, Mom, look. Mom,
police investigation.
No. Keeping my
Jane.
eyes on the road is paying off with driveways. Post about that.
Oh, say cheese. No, thank you. Unlock me. Stop. That was awesome. Hey, what's your at? I'll tag you. Good drive by some Wall State, save 40% for avoiding mayhem. Like me.
It's all sports all day long on CBS Sports HQ.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Allstate, reminding you that football is mayhem. And by Domino's. Get great deals on pizza, bread twist, chicken desserts, and more. Colts and Texans on the final Sunday of the regular season. Two teams that began the season facing one another in Houston all the way back on September the 11th. The game finished
There's Teddy
at
Rushman.
20 time.
Rushman TV, some goddamn word.
Minute left in the quarter. And Zellinger and company take over inside the 10-yard line. Collision Boss taking on tacklers at the line of scrimmage. Was smacked by Christian Harris.
Nora couldn't get it because he's guilty.
Started the year with that hamstring injury to thigh. But started coming to his own. There's the update
see
on
you.
score. Number one thing to keep in mind
You
with
can't
this
have
game,
that.
if the
You for the good
Houston
ass watches
Texans
and
lose
shit.
this game, a guaranteed
No, baby,
number
this
one
good
pick
ass
in
watch
the
hurt me.
draft. Chicago is currently in that number 2
Yeah.
slot.
Motherfucking watch those damn balls.
And the Bears lose. It will be Chicago with that number one pick. Should be the final play of the quarter. High pass Ellinger. And it's caught by Chris Campbell, but still 8 seconds left. And now it looks like they will indeed start the clock. Should take us to the end of the quarter. Sam Ellinger was down 10-0 before he even touched the football, but he drives them down the field, gets him the Pittman touchdown catch. We got a 3-point game in Indianapolis. Colts and Texans on CBS.
Who's on it with Jardians?
We're the ones getting it done.
We're managing type 2 diabetes and heart risk.
We're on it with Jardians.
Join the growing number of people who are on it with the once daily pill, Jardians. Jardians not only lowers A1C, it goes beyond to reduce the risk of cardiovascular death for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease. And Jardians may help you lose some weight.
Jardians may cause serious side effects, including ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop taking Jardians and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. And don't take it if you're on dialysis. Taking Jardians with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
A once daily pill that goes beyond lowering A1C?
We're on it.
We're on it. We're on it with Jardians.
Ask your doctor about Jardians.
Buying a car from Broom is so easy, all you need is a phone and a finger. Just go to broom.com, scroll through thousands of cars, then tap to buy. That's it. No sales fee, no wasted time. Go to broom.com and pick your favorites.
You seen this app? Order sandwiches, earn rewards right on your phone.
Sugar's chimes in the phone.
Jimmy Jones, your freaky custom rewards for free.
return as a full-time member of the royal family. Prince Harry has an explosive new memoir coming out. What's inside? His revealing interview with Anderson Cooper. All new 60 Minutes tonight on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson Cooper.
3-point Houston lead back inside Lucas Oil Stadium. Spirit Jay Feely, Gene Steratore, rest of our CBS crew. That's the first quarter numbers. Early kickoff fumble by Dallas Flowers. Houston, the early chance, they jumped out to the 10-0 lead. Islander has a 3rd and 5 to begin the quarter, but multiple flags.
False start. Offense. Number 14. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
First penalty on the Colts, it's Alec Pierce.
Yeah, no excuse. When you're a wide receiver, you're not going on the call. Doesn't matter what the quarterback's doing. You're going on visuals on the ball. That's just undisciplined.
Especially on 3rd down. Instead of 3rd and 5, it's 3rd and 10.
All year football for some more indoor stadiums.
At the top of your picture, lone setback is
Y'all talking about Healy Johnson. What about permafrost? Hypothermia and shit. Just gonna freeze me to death and shit. Y'all lying. That's what I did that one dance song.
They don't blitz often. This defense does not blitz often. 6th lowest in the NFL.
You did, baby.
Blitz percentage, 16.8, but look
We don't want to hear no more arguments here.
quarterback, they got 6 men up.
It's your dance off and shit. I'm gonna say,
Like you said, Spirit,
you can get some food and shit. You can't get shit.
Sam Ellinger just does not get rid of that ball.
That's what the movie Alive is about.
3rd and 5. On the flag, 3rd and 10. And now Matt Hawk has to punt.
Back way up, doesn't have his normal stance. Normally 13 yards, he's going to get it off quick.
Left-footed punter.
That's what the war was about, really.
Desmond King, you're right. Fields it over the shoulder of his own 40. King, here he comes near side, really tripped up. What a special teams tackle.
Because slavery was ended.
Otherwise, King had about another 10, 15 yards of green grass in front of him. 58-yard punt.
They're playing the helicopter and shit back in.
Matt Hawk.
And they was going to get the food and shit.
Houston lead.
But you got to fight for it.
3 tasty options, fries, drinking nuggets, all for $5. Wait, that can't be right.
Except for the ones who volunteered to stay, but y'all killed us. But y'all too lazy to go outside and work. But food and money. What's slavery about?
Well, here's something else. With your farmer's policy perk, new car replacement, you can get a new one.
That's something else.
There's a whole lot of something.
And you still want to rape everybody because you the dead as hell. For no damn reason. Michael Vick, Sharon Bunch, all these some bitches. Rape the dog and shit.
Chris Hamilton will mention 3 years as the Colts offensive coordinator. First different times for this franchise. Andrew Luck. They have their franchise quarterback and his shock retirement. There's a lot of question marks about this staff.
You're going to pray with the devil and shit.
Long-term, there are already some reports starting to trickle out.
I ain't a bad devil.
But there could be some pending changes for Houston.
Or a good disciple.
Even in their front office.
You need hard chance, but you can be okay. That's the earthquake was in it's really an earthquake fault, but I'm gonna get
Quick question, Spiro. Like I sit there, I say to myself, you're going to make a coaching change, you have to answer these questions. What does the coach offer? Are they a motivating coach? Is their scheme exceptional? Do they elevate the personnel? Do they offer hope to the fans? And the biggest thing, if you have the first round pick, can they develop?
97, 97.
So the questions that their ownership group, led by Tom McNair,
Because we had to cut down the bushes
days and weeks.
because the Sasquatches, they remember too, but they can't eat that.
So first down one is he ducks
Berry off
inside
that tree because it's
35 yard
poisonous.
line, and the cupboard is full. Remember last year,
Look on another tree on
Watson
Frosty.
situation?
And there's another tree.
Made the moves, and they had 5 picks, Jay. So you want to have everything in place to make sure you can capitalize
On the Moonlight
on
Trail.
what they've got.
They're
He's
dead.
going to be Bryce Young, probably is the number 1 overall pick out of Alabama.
Y'all can't even climb trees and
Last
shit.
year, and there's a big difference to me between the first pick and the second pick.
It's animals and shit. Because y'all try to do that shit. We don't give a damn what the devil showed us around. God is the only person that probably
Davis Mills here from the gun, 2nd and 8. As they work inside the 30.
Hi. Whatever Agent Walker says stays in Indianapolis, Ohio. I like him. You still have a page, you're talking nigga. Then put on your page. Who shot you? But fuck what we did. Now them throws shit. That ain't gonna be alright. And you know what it do? You just mad. Cause I ain't brought from Ohio. Did I do what I want to do?
1,000 yards in the second straight year. But it's been a far different set of circumstances.
I do what I want to do. I don't give a shit.
But it has been a terrific first half for Cooks.
4 receptions, 76 yards, the touchdown.
That's how Mediterain ended. He just put it on TV. He ended up after the sliding doors on accident. Because I was sleeping.
Really good design. They put him in the backfield, had him lost coming out. But you have to know where he is. You don't have Nico Collins. He got injured. He was a productive receiver for them. So when you're talking about the secondary, he's first and foremost on your mind when you're the Colts defense.
On 2nd down, here's Freeman. Julian Blackman on the recovery. And they're going to have tremendous starting field position. 34 on a return from Blackman.
She didn't, little Brenda still didn't give up that child, but y'all didn't give her. So she adopted this child, but y'all promised. She took it with her.
Now on the year, nice play by AJ Speed to knock it out.
Peaceful stick. Full plate. Wait, are you my blind date? Dancing crew, trip for 2. Now the final interview. Buy or lease. Masterpiece. Inside joke. Artichoke. Game with Dove. Brand new mug. Give me a tip. Give me a hug. Have you gotten your updated COVID-19 booster? They're designed to help protect against recent Omicron variants. Schedule yours at vaccines.gov.
All the kids and y'all took, I took care of them damn kids.
But you're not as good as you were at 14. Wow, kids online are really mean. Sonic taking bacon, grilled cheese. Sonic.
Okay, hear me out. Anyone, and I mean anyone, can change the game with the power of pizza. You, me, Derek Henry, the shopkeeper, and even these kids. Derek's using pizza to mold up the next generation. Let's go, baby. They're gonna tackle and footballing and stiff arming anybody they can get their little hands on. Yeah, nobody sick. They're gonna be champions. Well, one day.
There's no way.
New year. New FBI.
Here's what we need to do. Everyone lives. Doesn't everyone dies?
Find out everything you can and give me some answers.
No more stalling here today, man. We don't have time. It's gonna start shooting.
Make it free now. Stand down.
New FBI, Tuesday, on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Thursday, CSI Vegas is all you.
So the ink. You've seen those scribbles before.
Whoever's ordering these murders says to make it clear.
What do you think they're grateful for?
Under CSI Vegas, Thursday on CBS.
What a play by EJ Speed to draw the football loose. At the Colts, their first takeaway. Royce Freeman thinking about it down on that Houston sidelines. The Colts have it. They get outside their own 40. Another grip on the gun. As they play down 3 points. Ellinger will try to somehow escape that pass. He's picked up. Intercepted. Jonathan Bernard.
There's the beach. I drove right away to Las Vegas.
Just a poor decision by Allinger.
Sure, David Martin got on my nerves.
He makes it worse.
Dr. Chris all the way back. All
Pick six. I joke with you the break that I feel like I'm watching Major League when I watch these two teams at times, but plays like that, you understand.
It was Rasheed Green, Jay, with the pressure.
Yeah, they're trying to bring it across. They have the condense. It's there if he gets rid of the ball again. Now he's going to get sacked, and then he just.
I love my green eyes, but I promise any blue stat and promise some light blue contact. Heather Martin wants the purples. I just gotta get the right prescription. I know so you wish you ain't dead. You wanna do it again? Miss Barbara Bush left me. Then the movie last holiday. You gotta explain this yet?
Oh, I see. So that's what it's like to do. Did they know?
Is what really happened with life is brought to you by Progressive. One thing winning the challenge, protecting your home and home with Progressive.
Sorry, I did it.
We'll have to talk about between Allinger and his split role of Parks Frazier, but Jay, you think it's
Right here, get a condensed information, so then they're going to go out routes, and then come across. And watch in the middle. If it's on time, if Sam Ellinger gets rid of this ball, watch the middle of the screen. Watch right there. Look at that. Wide open. And then back here, he's wide open. Right there, you can go to either guy. The pressure is there. But if he gets rid of that ball quickly in that crossing route, I think that was the completion that he could make.
He just hasn't had much play time and many reps. There's Flowers getting best returner in the league since week 12. They did have the fumble on the opening kick when you just joined us. And Tavier Thomas was able to force him out of bounds. Now, Jay, the psychology of the young quarterback, how quickly can you put it behind you if you're Sam Ellinger?
So if you're a kicker or you're a quarterback, either of those things that you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. How you respond to those mistakes will define if you have a long-term career.
Who's more mentally tough, with the quarterbacks or kickers?
I mean, quarterbacks, that's the hardest job in sports. It really is.
Always honest. I love it. Ellinger, give here to Jackson. Taking on tacklers after an impressive run that gets him to nearly the 30-yard line. Well, they had a pretty good track record here for a long time of quarterbacks, of course, Peyton and Andrew Luck. So since then, this hasn't been much to feel good about. Remember, they've spun the quarterback carousel here, Jay. Each of the last 2 years, Carson Wentz last year, they thought that Matt Ryan was their guy. But obviously hasn't been the case.
It's really been 4 years. You had Kobe Brissett step in, and you had Phil Rivers, then Wentz, then Matt Ryan.
This is Jackson. First down run. 6.
Both of these franchises, starting tomorrow, have to decide two major questions. One, who's the head coach that's going to lead this organization? And two, who's going to be your quarterback in the future? You know, and those are the two biggest questions that they have. And once you answer those two questions, then you can move forward with the rest of your team.
Jeff Saturday taking over middle of November. After that week 9 loss, they had to New England. Ellinger again, feeling the pressure. This time gets it out, finds Jackson. Well, he hasn't been gun shy, to say the least. It was Jake Hansen who had him around the ankles.
This is just a great play because Hansen's there. Ellinger does not have time to get rid of that ball, but as he's falling down, flicks it out. Nice play, nice completion.
17 yards on the catch and run by Jackson. One of their backs thrust into a bigger role since the injury to Jonathan Taylor. First and 10 as they work inside Houston territory. Moss just always seems to make that first guy miss. What's been an impressive first half for him. Inside the NFL, the show the pros watch, Tuesdays streaming exclusively on Paramount Plus. Lovely Smith on that Houston side. Meantime, Jeff Saturday, a chance to visit with him, Jay, late in the week. He said, still thinking about his future. He's going to sit down and talk with his wife, Karen. But he has told Jim Irsay that he does want to interview for the long-term job.
I love Jeff Saturday. I love Karen as well. We were on the NFLPA executive committee together, known each other for a long time. There's not a better human being.
We'll finish strongly here as they complete. This is Pittman. Well played by Tavier Thomas. Well short of the first down as they pick up a half dozen.
The guilty were talking shit, but what? Not to buy.
Watch your left tackle here, Ryman. He has stepped in midway through the season. Pretty good job.
Matter what I said about Donald Martin because he was really dead and shit. Rolling.
Doesn't have to be a devastating block.
We did these journals. And guilty in the Catholic. That's how when I recorded this morning. That's why Daddy brought that home.
Stated as their starter early November.
I'm gonna take you this one.
He's been thrust back into that spot. Moss. What a defensive play to save the first down by M.J. Stewart. Coming in from the back end of that defense. Fourth down.
I think I go for it here. You have fourth down, 4 yards. You're across the 50. At the 43, so you're really out of field goal range. It'd be a 60-yard field goal from there. But in a game like this, why not? What do you have to lose? Let's be aggressive and try to get a first down and try and go score.
There's Parks Frazier. Does it dial up now? Looking down at that play sheet. 4th and 3.
See that condensed formation again.
Ellinger. Wide open. First down, Jackson. And a whole lot more. Inside the 15-yard line. Jalen Petrie on the tackle. And they pick up 27.
Anytime you see this condensed formation, it's for a reason. They're going to quickly go up, or they're going to come across and draw everybody across, and then watch as this wide right opening. Everybody follows the crossers. The running back comes out of the backfield. Excellent completion. Nice play design by Parks Frazier.
Now Jackson is starting to put his imprint on this game. So inside the 6-minute mark. Ellinger the give to Jackson. Okay, we got to give Parks Frazier some more love. Here's a guy 30 years old, offensive assistant, and as Jeff Saturday pointed out in our conversation this week, Parks Frazier didn't even have his own office in the building. And remember, they offered the offensive play calling position to 2 other people on their staff. They both turned it down. But this kid stepped up, and Jeff Saturday was so appreciative of the gutsiness that he showed.
And he told us, I was helping Frank, right, with the play calling and thinking about it as I'm watching Frank running from the side, but it's a lot different when you're the guy in
Smith was there.
Hollywood is big. I don't know if it shows up on screen, but he is a big man with quarterback in college, switched to the tight end position. So just develop. He's one of those guys you feel like more and more time he gets out there on the field will become an absolute weapon for this team. Because when I saw him in person, I practiced look at him from the waist out. Right? He's got some legs.
Jeff Saturday says he hasn't even begun to tap into his potential.
Second time that he has done that. Pressure coming. Not sure where to go with the ball. Won't just pull it up and let it get tipped there. The Texans make a play.
We're like a good guy around every 2 seconds. Not only in the game, not only game of life, but in the world, there's just a special way. Anyone picking up that curious history is very important. Anybody can give us a link up to the every moment in life is a bet, but life doesn't offer you up to $1,000 back in free bets if you don't win. So bet on America's #1 #1 sportsbook, FanDuel, and make every moment more. Choosing you.
Almost. They're working on it here.
Get her there. And you said everything right.
There's always something mad out there. Infected clickers.
After all we've been through, there's no halfway with this. We have a job to do. We finish what we started.
This is the truck that helps keep families safe, and the truck that helps you get far from home. This is the truck of the outdoors, the early adopters, and the rising generation. This is the one more truck owners are switching to. This is what it means to be a Ram.
Now get 2,000 bonus cash plus 1,000 Chrysler Capital bonus cash on the 2022 Ram 1500 Make One Crew Cab.
We decided it's time to put a different kind of power tool in your hands. Store mode in the Home Depot app gives you in-store tools made to help you get more done. To guide you every step of the way and explore products quickly with the scan. That way you get the top brands at the best prices without missing a beat. It's made for doing. Download the Home Depot app and see how doers get more done.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the Home Depot. How doers get more done. The HBO series, The Last of Us. And by FanDuel. Make every moment more.
A lot to think about for Sam Ellinger. Already has thrown 2 picks, one of which was returned 39 yards for a touchdown. And both of the picks have come with heavy pressure from that Houston defense. So the Colts in a 10-point hole as Davis Mills retakes possession. Alicia, here to Chris Moore. Jay, take us back to the...
Spiro, you're right. There was pressure on both picks, but there was also an opportunity to get rid of the ball. Here he is. He's looking. There's nowhere to go with the ball. Now, just check it down. Look at your running back here. Get him the ball. Allow him to go try to get it first down. You don't have to go for the home run. You put the ball in jeopardy. You were in field goal range. If you don't get the first down, you kick the field goal. Now you're down 7 points. Instead, you throw it, put it in jeopardy, and the Texans make you pay.
Yeah, so those interceptions have come on back-to-back possessions for the Colts. On 2nd and 12, Ogunbowale. Close to 25, close to the 30-yard line. They didn't score in that other game that is very impactful today for the Houston Texans. Chicago right now is getting blanked by Minnesota. So if those 2 results hold, Houston wins, Chicago loss, Bears get the first pick.
And these players and coaches, they don't care about the first pick. But the fans certainly do. The ownership and management certainly does as well. And what's best for the team going forward is to have the first pick.
It's a nice chip to have. As we head into the New York season on 3rd down and 1. He's Ogunbowale. The Bears aren't marking for quarterback fire.
Straight down. And that's what would happen. You know, they have Justin Fields. He's their quarterback of the future. And so if you're the team, now if you're Houston and you're the 2 picks, you have to trade up. You go spend a lot of draft capital. Remember when the Bears traded up 1 spot in the draft? They could have taken Patrick Mahomes. They didn't. They chose Mitch Trubisky, but they paid a lot to move up that 1 spot to make sure somebody didn't jump there.
Hopefully we don't have any Bears fans listening. So first down run by Ogunbowale gets him a fresh set of downs to the 30-yard line. Mills, play action. Mills protected beautifully. Has all day to throw. And a perfect pass for Toriano. Or Mills just dropping one in the bucket.
Yeah, showing Sam Ellinger exactly how it's done. Don't put the ball in jeopardy. Go through your progressions and then come out and find your outlet. A really good job by Davis Mills.
And pick up 22 yards. And Jay, he just looks like a quarterback. He's got that look, great size, frame, strong arm.
The man can play in the NFL. I don't know that he is a guy that you say right now, he's our franchise quarterback. You talked about how little he played in college, developing. you have to go out and get a young quarterback, but I think you could pair Davis Mills with a young quarterback and feel good about your quarterback room.
That'll take us to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. 10-point Houston lead on CBS.
Rough these little weenies. I always find little wee.
Millions are suffering from low energy, commonly called low E.
Conga line around the family room? Not with my low E.
With my low E, I can't even blow this guy. Well, I live this way. Planet Fitness replaces low E with Big E, which keeps you energized and glowing all day. Simply join through the free EF app. $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends January 12th.
Look at my wieners now. With an Invisalign smile, everything clicks. And that class reunion becomes
Bandana?
Invis is the #1 doctor recommended clear aligner and more predictable results. Invisalign.
What happened to your New Year's resolution? My resolution is to be better. Epic stuff crust. Better ingredients, better pizza. Better. What do you guys think?
Verizon is the official 5G network of the NFL and the network America relies on. The Giants relied on teamwork in their victory over the Colts. They got touchdown catches by receivers Isaiah Hodgins and Richie James, along with a pick six by linebacker Landon Collins to earn the win and clinch their first playoff berth since 2016. This recap brought to you by Verizon, the network you want, the savings that last.
The $3 NCIS crossover event tomorrow starting at 8/7 Central on CBS.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car, and by Invisalign Aligners, transforming smiles, changing lives.
Reminder coming up, the Verizon halftime report is next. JB, Phil, and Nate Boomer and Coach Tower. All the latest NFL scores and highlights on the final Sunday of the NFL regular season on the Verizon halftime report. Final 2 minutes and a half. Driscoll back on at quarterback. He'll work from the gun here as they continue to go to this platoon situation. Driscoll on the boot. Completes. What's the call here? Now they say incomplete. Looking for Chris Moore, just ran out of room on that sideline.
Yeah, Gus Bradley told me they have two different defenses. One when it's Davis Mills and one when Driscoll comes in, and they'll have a call right out there. And if both of them are on the field, if Driscoll's under center, then they're going to go and check to that call because they know that it's a different offense, much more run-oriented when Driscoll's under center.
Well, Jay, that was closer than we initially thought. It was Gus Bradley. We're inside of 2 minutes, so this would be a booth review.
The following play is under review.
Well, this one was awfully close. Call on the field is incomplete. Did Chris Moore stay in bounds?
I think he did.
Clean is the worst. Seriously, there's gotta be a better way. So we gave Swiffer a shot. If we don't love it, we get our money back. Spoiler alert, love it.
Sweeper's heavy-duty dry cloths grab dust and hair and lock it away. Better than my broom that can push it around. It even gets into hard-to-clean grooves and drought lines. Cool.
And Swiffer Duster gets in all those hard-to-reach places, trapping 3 times more dust. Yeah, switching a Swiffer, totally worth it. Love it or your money back.
Thinking about selling your home in today's more challenging market? Well, you don't have to let it sit for weeks or months trying to sell it the traditional way. At 72 sold, you can get a price thousands more than if you sold the traditional way and get it done A to Z in just 8 days. Thinking about selling? Just put in your address, and get your price, a higher price for your home in just 8 days only at 72sold.com.
So you've taken up running. Apple Watch has taken up a few new things as well. First, it tracked your distance. Now, it tracks your stride length. It knows a breaststroke from a backstroke. It checks for temperature changes to estimate when you've ovulated. When you're dreaming, it's measuring your REM sleep down to the minute. And it can detect a serious car crash and call for help. So, yeah, a few new things.
It's only worth it if you enjoy it. The Globe Ultra.
Little Caesars Detroit-style deep-dish pizza has caramelized crispy cheese edges and a soft, chewy center. Do you love it, Matthew Stafford?
I'm not a walking billboard.
Okay, never mind.
Pizza, pizza.
Get Little Caesars Detroit-style deep-dish pizza for just $8.99.
Pizza, pizza.
Down this lane is a path to history. It leads to a tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS.
His Grammys. Live Sunday, February 5th on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
All right, so that last call has been overturned. It is a completion for more late toe drag. James picking up the scandal.
Catching the ball, gets both feet down, survives the ground. I'm talking about survive that police chase on something there.
Barely. So far, set it down to the Texans. They play here with 3 timeouts. So first one comes on for one completion out to Mills and lose yardage here. They put the ball in his belly. Forrest Buckner, who has been a monster for this defense.
He has been excellent. And the guy they traded a first-round pick for, who's used to winning, comes over here. Watch it from the middle. The Forrest Buckner coming across, recognizing that it's a screen, coming out and making the play. Buckner and Stewart have both played really well on the interior. Stewart Buckner got 8 sacks on the year. 7 sacks, 9 PFL. Despite the losing, he's on playing hard, playing at a high level.
Because Bradley's have put together the absence of Sheila Leonard that we mentioned at the top of Central.
Godway, they lost. He had 9.5 sacks. He went an hour anymore. And the 4 more last year, they lose him as well. Isaiah Roberts. So they've had a number of losses on this defense.
Wale. It's a long setback. Mills from the gun. 2nd and 15. Steps up. And again, the Colts defense hasn't covered well. Wale never had a chance. E.J. Speed, who had the forced fumble earlier. As now the Colts will take the timeout. Hoping to get it back with still plenty of time left. Another reminder to keep it here. The Verizon halftime report is next. JB and the fellas standing by. That gets you around the league. All the playoff implications on this final Sunday of the regular season.
Well, those 2 big plays by the Colts defense, knocking them back, really kind of knocking them out of field goal range. So if you're Davis Mills right here, yes, you'd like to get the first down, but more than anything, you need to pick up about 5 yards to get yourself back into field goal range. Try and hit the field goal before the half.
The sweet 8 play to drive North Houston. Jumped out to the 10-0 lead before the Colts cut into 3. Then the blitz 6.
He's down to the bottom. He's got 4 catches for 76 yards, and they look to him on 3rd down.
Those pass, that again, incomplete. Boy, E.J. Speed has been all over the place for Gus Bradley's defense.
That's a huge stop right there. They were trying to just pick up 4 or 5 yards, get back in field goal range. Had they not lost those yards on 1st and 2nd down, they'd be kicking a field goal. But the Colts did a great job, started by Buckner, knocked them back, and they now force a punt.
Jay, they have left a ton of time on the clock. As the Colts will have 1 timeout left. 97 seconds remaining. Johnston had a good one earlier, And he does his job again. Second time he has pinned them inside the 10 in this first half. What does Sam Ellinger have left in the tank as we end this first half? Downtown.
Finding my way forward with no positive breast cancer felt overwhelming at times. But I never just found my way. I made it. So when I finished active therapy, I kept moving forward and did everything I could to protect myself from recurrence.
Verzenio is the first treatment in over 15 years to reduce the risk of recurrence for adults with HR positive, HER2 negative, node positive, early breast cancer with a high chance of returning, as determined by your doctor when added to hormone therapy. Hormone therapy works outside the cell, while Verzenio works inside to help stop the growth of cancer cells. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection and lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
I'm making my way forward, my way, with Verzenio.
Ask your doctor about everyday Verzenio.
There was a family that played together, that laughed together. But as they grew older, opinions widened. Conversations became heated, and reunions became uncomfortable.
They thought they were meant for each other.
Eventually, gathering stopped because each had to be right.
We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. Oh no.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds, owner of Mint Mobile. With a holiday offer I think that you're going to like. When you switch to Mint now, you'll get 3 months of premium wireless free on any plan, even unlimited. Yes, you can't resist savings.
So Help Me Todd is back.
You did it.
With new episodes in January. Innocent woman is about to go to prison.
Your deployment as an agent of truth and freedom.
Chaos. So Help Me Todd returns new Thursday after Ghost on CBS.
When that alarm goes off, start your day with us. CBS Mornings.
First 4 possessions of the half. Remember the Colts fell in that 10-0 hole before they even got the football. The last 2 receptions on consecutive drives. How about this one? Gets him some breathing room on the legs of Deion Jackson. That's a pick up a 13.
I said in the break, I thought they would run the ball and try to be a little conservative, but you pop that, you get a first down. Now you can be a little bit more aggressive, but if you're Sam Ellinger, you cannot turn the ball over here.
Underneath, this is Jackson. That's been the one thing about this Houston defense. Very good with the takeaways, but their run defense has started historically bad.
They give it up over 2,700 yards, worst franchise history. They've been good getting the ball out. They had 25 takeaways on the year. That's top 5 in the NFL.
Ellinger, under 50 seconds again. It's Jackson trying to get out of bounds. And he does. Little underneath stuff is working in their favor. Christian Harris forced them out of bounds. Looks like Jackson may be a bit hobbled.
I'm sure Matt Ryan was talking to Sam and Park Frazier as well, just telling him on the sideline as they looked at the tablet, hey, just take what they give you. You don't have to look downfield, get rid of the ball quickly, understand where to go with it. But there's a big play here. If Texas gets stopped, they got timeouts. They can get this ball back and try and go down and score.
Colts with that one timeout left in the back pocket. Everyone covered down the field. So it goes to Moss here. Good news there is they stop the clock yet again. It's a first down pickup. So you just methodically matriculate down the field. They pick up 4.
You're trying to get to about the 40-yard line to give your kicker a chance at a long field goal. He went back to 60 and foremost Buckland did. So you have 30 seconds. You got a timeout. Now you have a first down.
championship team. And with your step shot, 10 minutes. We look to see what play off here. They will be 2 seconds to come off the clock. That's that Houston defense does its job with Lee Collins. Definitely gets to Elliott first. So that time here in Indianapolis, with Houston holding a 10-point lead. That time is next after these first half highlights from Verizon. Have a word from your local station.
So Einstein.
What? You tried to say Blackberry. You know what I paid it for? I'm so smart. Ah, you're so genius. What? Where's the smarter way to say it?
Switch to Verizon. For a limited time, get help with unlimited for just $25 a line.
$25?
And it's guaranteed for 3 years.
Really? Well, you don't know. I'm switching.
I think the bike's coming faster.
Now is the best time to switch to Verizon for just $25 a line, guaranteed for 3 years. The savings that last on the network you want. Verizon.
The Grammys. Live Sunday, February 5th on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus.
Oh, that spin class was brutal. Well, you could try using the Buick's massaging seat. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure.
It's wireless.
What's your Buick's Wi-Fi password?
It's Buick Envision.
That's a really tight spot. I used to hate parallel parking.
Me too.
The Buick Envision, built around you, all of you.
Get 3.9% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on Buick Envision models.
The story of Hancock Health is all about you and everything you need to live your healthiest life. Like Hancock Regional, one of the nation's safest hospitals, and an independent health network with over 70 doctors at more than 30 locations around East Central Indiana. We're growing and evolving to help further your story. And we're just getting started. See all the ways Hancock Health and you can work together to make health possible at hancockhealth.org.
This is the 2023 Nissan Pathfinder and Rogue. With a range of drive modes and intelligent off-road technology, you can take a Sunday stroll in the least basic of places. The 2023 Nissan family of SUVs. Anything but basic.
Make no payments until April 2023 on select vehicles. New vehicles are here. Stop by today.
Brand new day with meteorologist Krista McEnany on CBS 4.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
And welcome back to our New York studio and the Verizon Halftime Report. It is the network that America relies on. JB, along with Coach Nate, Boomer, and Phil, and the highlights.
Let's get to these highlights. Patriots, Bills, and everybody excited because DeMar Hamlin tweets game time. And everyone in Buffalo is loving it, especially Nyheim Hines. This is the opening kickoff of the game. Nyheim Hines kept dancing his way down the field like Gregory Hines. You couldn't script it any better. Beginning of the game, Josh Allen can't believe it. The Patriots need this win. Will answer back. Mac Jones going to find Devontae Parker, lobs it up, back to the end zone, helmet higher. It's not at 14 just before halftime. Okay, guys, Ravens, Nets, and Bengals. Bengals win. They got a chance for the number 2 seed, depending on what Buffalo does. There's Joe Burrow. There's T. Higgins celebrating DeMar, of course. And that's going to be Joe Mixon. He's going to take it in. And how about this, guys? Pulls a quarter out, coin toss, in case there is a coin toss. That 25 cents will turn into $10,000 worth of fines. Inflation, huh? That's inflation, boys. Jamar Chase for a touchdown pass. Joe Burrow, 18 of 20, 134 yards, and 1 TD.
A lot of highlights to go over here. The Jets at the Dolphins. Jets tied the game on a 32-yard field goal. 3 to 3.5. You see the numbers by the quarterbacks. Tough offensive day so far.
That's enough for that. I want Sean to watch to find out David, the coach, the jockey right there, the back of the end zone right there, 10 yards out, and Kenny Pickett and George Pickens. Pickett to Pickett, 31 yards out. They tie the game up. The field goal now for Clifford, 10 to 7 to give the first half.
Vikings, Bears, second quarter. Vikings, Alexander Madison, he takes this in from 1 yard out. Vikings, they're in control of this one. At halftime, it is 16 to 6 Vikings.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Panthers. Bucks
Tom Brady played in the game. Gets Kyle Rudolph in the end zone for an 8-yard touchdown. 7-0 at that time. Tampa, they lead at the end of the first half, 17-10 over Atlanta.
Okay, take a look at the NFC playoff picture. Of course, tonight at Green Bay Wednesday are in. The Giants and the Eagles are playing at 4:25 today right here on CBS. Philadelphia wins to get the number 1 seed. Of course, the Cowboys and the Commanders are playing as well. Philadelphia loses and Cowboys win. They get up to the number 1 seed potentially in the NFC East Championship. Also, the AFC, it really is about New England. If New England wins, they are in. If they do not win and Miami wins, then they are in. If both New England and Miami lose and Pittsburgh wins, then they are in at the 7th seed. And quite frankly, it looks like right now, if I had a crystal ball in front of me, man, I don't know what to think about New England and Buffalo.
Well, listen,
This is really interesting.
Just a second ago, the Bills were in scoring position, or at least the field goal to kick one right before halftime, and Josh Allen throws an interception, and New England gets the ball back. So this is one of those games that can go back and forth all
Right.
game
So
long.
what happens if Buffalo loses and Cincinnati wins? Buffalo would go to the 3 seed. Cincinnati would go to the 2 seed. The other thing too, if Baltimore loses, essentially the Chargers have nothing to play for later on against the Denver Broncos.
I know. I was kind of hoping the Baltimore would win because I'm going to see the coin flip because they're going to do a coin flip to see where the game will be played. But
If those two teams lined up in the playoffs.
yeah, but I think I'm done with Baltimore. I think Baltimore's going to have to win. But they rested a bunch of starters in this game. Cincinnati's up 24-7. But you look at the Pittsburgh Cleveland game, the New York Jet and Miami game. These are close games. They have playoff implications, and you're playing like that.
Yeah, the Patriots, they're playing like it too. They're playing a more aggressive thing. Mac Jones, he thinks he's Josh Allen day when he's moving around throwing the football. Terrific first half. And if I'm the New England Patriots on defense, go after Josh Allen, keep him in the pocket, make him beat you throwing the football down the field.
One thing I would say, if the Houston Texans beat the Indianapolis Colts today and the Bears lose to the Minnesota Vikings, the Bears will have the number 1 overall pick in this coming draft.
We just saw a little mental alacrity with love as Nate watched you closely to make sure that he can give you that charge
right?
and make you look good. All right, the Verizon halftime report continues.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. The network you deserve. The savings that last.
Impact.
There are fans. And then there are fans. The diehards. They're those that don't just have a seat at a game, but a home away from home. The ones who made home field advantage a real thing. Who believe the horseshoe isn't just a logo, but a way of life.
Thursday, kick off those New Year's resolutions by watching the hit comedy Ghosts.
I don't want to be watched.
Flower, you're invisible. Don't miss all new Ghosts. Thursday, 8:30, 7:30 Central on CBS. And stream Paramount Plus.
So Help Me Todd is back.
You did it.
With new episodes in January. Innocent woman is about to go to prison.
You're deployed as an agent of truth and freedom.
Chaos. So Help Me Todd returns new Thursday after Ghosts on CBS.
The biggest game happens before kickoff.
Are you ready to tailgate?
Each week, 2 teams of culinary warriors battle on NFL team's home turf, sidelining ordinary football food for a game-changing gourmet. NFL Tailgate Takedown, Wednesdays on Food Network. CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. The network you deserve. The savings that last.
Back here for the Verizon halftime report. Late game coming up on CBS. You see the big one, Giants at the Eagles. Boomer, a lot at stake at the top of the NFC.
That's right. The number 1 seed is still available for the Philadelphia Eagles. They win, they get the number 1 seed, and they win the NFC East. If they lose, then the Cowboys, if they beat the Commanders, they can be the winners of the AFC East and also get to the number 1 seed.
if San Francisco loses to Arizona, which we doubt is going to happen. For the Chargers, if the Baltimore Ravens lose, they really don't have to play anybody against the Denver Broncos because they will be locked in the 5th seed and go to Jacksonville next week.
Isn't this a great time of the season?
I do love it.
And you are fired up as the Verizon halftime report continues.
CBS Friday.
The 88 firefighter was crawling over the bridge. We have no sight on his location.
Gabriel, what are you doing?
This is not happening. A new fire country. Friday on CBS.
Please don't be mad. I'm a spy.
Harry, if we look through this, you're sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, I figured.
Lingo series premiere Wednesday on CBS.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the blood. If you want to reach the rating, the all-new CRV and CRV Hybrid, part of the Honda line of the vehicles.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Bundle home and auto insurance and save. Start with us and stop knocking on wood.
It's your journey. Own every mile in an available H-Track all-wheel drive Hyundai SUV. Get 2.9% APR financing for up to 48 months on select Hyundai vehicles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
In 7 years, you can meet, get married, have kids, get a dog, and still be covered in your Honda certified vehicle. Please set a year 100,000-mile warranty, plus factory transmissions and Honda genuine parts. Schedule a Honda dealer today. Contact CBS for consumer investigations today.
Want to stay up to date? Just tell Siri. Show me football standings.
Colts and Texans wrapping up their regular season here. Sunday of the season in Indianapolis. There's your score. That's what you said for the second half. Spiro Venus and Jay Feely. Turnovers really the story for San Fernando and Indianapolis. First half, including a 39-yard 6 by Jonathan Bernard.
Yeah, bad interceptions by the young quarterback. This one here was, like you said, Ronnie Meyer got the ball knocked out by his own player, but right here, don't throw that ball and put it up in jeopardy. And then he makes the same mistake again. The second one, he got deflected. Again, putting it in harm's way. And this Texans defense makes him pay. But I wanted to ask Siri, Siri, should the Texans win this game? The Bears are trying to lose their game.
First half statistics, and that's, if you're a fan of the Texans, that's certainly something that's on your mind. Houston wins this game, and the Bears lose to Minnesota, and they are down. That means that instead of getting the first overall pick, Houston would pick second. And oh, by the way, the Bears have pulled their
That's
number
what I was
two
going to
quarterback.
say. They started with number 2. They pulled him at halftime. Probably saw the score of this game and put in their number 3 quarterback. I mean, if you're the first overall pick, you can pick up a couple extra picks. If the Texans have to move up from 2 to 1, or if somebody jumps high, you can pick up a couple first-round picks. If somebody goes from 5 to 1.
And Jay, look, we're sitting here making light of the situation. If you're a player or
They don't
coach
care.
for the Texans, no one cares.
I understand that. I've been in that situation. I don't care less. But the franchise doesn't.
So many fans watching at home. Dallas Flowers get to the 20 and trying to cut back to make something happen, but he's chased down at around the 18-yard line by Javier Thomas. Here comes Sam Ellinger again, his third start of the season, first since week 9. Started week 8 for the first time against Washington after Matt Ryan was cold. How does he pick up the pieces after the first half that was certainly shaky?
Oh, when you go up against this Texas defense,
drive starter. Jalen Petrie. Jay, lost season, but not for this young man. Bittersweet. First time he's held 17. Number of injuries each of the last 2 years.
3 years. I mean, you can think that only 15 games played the last 3 years, and he brings that speed element to this offense. They don't really have a speed guy. That speed element. That was a nice play there. You know that the Texans spike up front, meaning their defense lineman go inside. So get it to Campbell and then around.
Picks up 26. Moss on the pitch. Moss from the seam. Inside Houston territory, gets down close to the 40. Jonathan Owens, it's a first down run at 15 for Moss.
Well, 2 plays in a row. I'm sure Jeff Saturday and Mark Frazier talked about it at halftime. Hey, we know where this Texas defense is vulnerable. It's against the run, and it's outside, and it's a comeback because of what Lovie Smith's defense does on that defensive line. They came out and they're very intentional trying to get the ball on the outside.
They go with 6 offensive linemen. Another flag thrown from the backfield.
False start. Offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
It's Braden Smith, their right tackle. This offensive line, you think all those years could never really build an elite group to protect Andrew Luck. They finally did.
Yeah, they were one of the best offensive lines in football. And coming into the season, that's when you thought the strength is teams. Why I thought Matt Ryan would do well. But they had problems at left tackle, problems at right guard, and instability at those 2 positions. And until you put Ryman in and Will Fries at the right guard, now they've kind of settled down. They struggle at the quarterback position.
It's a little too late. Ellinger again feeling good. Somehow gets it out to Campbell. Incredible. Sam Ellinger with Houston breathing down his neck. Gets it to Campbell for 40.
He gets rid of this ball quicker. Gets a touchdown. He's got pressure. He can't really step into it. Watch Campbell just going right down the seams, and that's where teams try to take advantage of this cover 2 defense. You know that there are going to be opportunities in the seams. We'll take advantage of it.
First and goal to give to Moss. It was interesting to talk to Ellinger about his shoulder and the injuries, Jay, that he's had to overcome. Remember, anyone who followed him in college in Texas, he had the multiple injuries to the AC joint, had to basically reteach himself how to throw.
Well, the young man's overcome a lot. He lost his father, and then his brother as well, right when his career started. And then you talk about the injuries overcoming, so I give him a lot of credit.
Take a root for he's overcoming his life. Ellinger. Years old, middle schooler, returning to that completely.
Denver must have got a couple more receptions for a receiver getting over that 100 reception mark. It's huge. Sitting at 98 right now.
This was a little bit high, but one that Pittman probably could have caught.
That bunch formation, tight bunch formation again. 3rd and goal.
Ellinger to the end zone, deflected twice and incomplete. Looked like it was Pierce, the intended receiver. I believe it was Petrie who got a hand on it.
Now watch number 5 come in there. There's the deflection by Petrie. He right now has 140 tackles, 5 interceptions in his rookie year. He's the first player in NFL history since they started taking tackles to have those numbers. That's special.
Petrie, of course, had some tackling issues.
He's got the most missed tackles in the NFL as well.
Incredible. Certainly a bright spot. One of their nucleus pieces on the back end as we get a penalty flag here.
Encroachment. Defense, number 96. After this to the goal, still 4th down. 76.
Yeah, Jerome's got it. That's ostentatious.
Just try to get a jump in there. You're in a situation at the 6-yard line. If you jump, goes to the 3. There's really no harm in trying to jump the snap count, trying to make a play. Fans here don't like it. They want him to go for it. It's 4th and 3. I think it's good on this first drive, get points. Now what do we got? We got a timeout?
It's like Jeff Saturday made a brief on that
Timeout,
strategy.
Indianapolis. That first of the half. 30-second timeout.
Saturday says, you know what? There it is. We're going for it. I'd like to not have to burn the timeout to do that, but I was saying I liked kicking the field goal there because you did have a couple drives in a row where Ellinger turned the ball over. So just to get something good out of it and drive down to get it to the 3-yard line and be able to kick the field goal and get 3 points is nice. Cut that lead to 7 points.
I don't know if you to be conservative.
I'm really conservative, just thinking about a young quarterback. But let me, right now in this situation.
Question: would you build a website for a major brand with more than 200 million users using Wix? Well, we did. Hi, I'm Simon. I'm an R&D manager here.
Would have been 6.
Okay. So,
Desmond King on the coverage. Incomplete. Turnover on downs. Back to the Texans. They're up 10.
This is the truck that helps keep families safe, and the truck that helps you get far from home. This is the truck of the outdoors, the early adopters, and the rising generation. This is the one more truck owners are switching to. This is what it means to be a Ram.
Now get 2,000 bonus cash plus 1,000 price per capital bonus cash on the 2022 Ram 1500 Big One Crew Cab.
I'm a Vegas hotel. I know what you're thinking. It's cool. I don't want anything too serious either. Just a fun, spontaneous thing. I'm looking for someone who will let loose. Just a little. See a show. Ordered a steak and a lobster. Some people say it's food. I'm just looking for a Saturday to remember and a Sunday by the pool. Think you can keep up?
Deep sea driving, I see.
Something like that.
Well, here's something else. With your farmer's policy perk new car replacement, you can get a new one.
That's something else.
You get a whole lot of something with farmer's policy perks.
Thursday, kick off those New Year's resolutions by watching the hit comedy Ghosts.
I don't want to be watched.
Flower, you're invisible.
Don't miss an all-new Ghosts. Thursday, 8:30, 7:30 Central on CBS. Stream Paramount Plus.
Criminals? That's not who we are now.
The end of the season finale continues later today. Internet and NBC. Exclusive live.
With the soil staying in Indianapolis. Davis Mills under center as they begin at their own 3. Bruno Wale wiggles his way out close to the 10-yard line. There's so much negative talk around Houston and rightfully so. It's been a really difficult year. But, Jay, look at the nucleus of young players.
Sure. I mean, when you talk about this rookie class right here, that's a pretty good rookie class.
Kenny Green and overcome some of his struggles earlier in the season. She got some pieces in place as Mills pass see their second round pick who had a shocking cancer diagnosis, hopeful to get him back at some point. You got some building blocks to build around. And now can they add to that with all the picks that they have in this next draft?
That's what Nick Cassera, the GM, that's what he does best. His player acquisition, that's where his past and his history is going and finding the right players, drafting the right players. In the last two drafts, they've done a good job. You look at this year, $65 million in dead money. They could do a lot in free agency. On 3rd and 4, Mills able to get it out to Ogunbowale. It's going to be a first down for the Texans. Jay, what have you seen so far from Davis Mills? I think he's done a good job. He's 11 for 16, 124 yards and a touchdown. He's handled it well. He hasn't put the ball in jeopardy. That's been, we talked about it since the bench is coming back. That's been the difference. The numbers haven't been jumping off the page or anything, but he has only had 2 receptions since he came back in and took back over that starting role.
As we mentioned, they played behind Tyrod Taylor last year. When they made the change, he ended up going 2-9 as a starter in his first year as an NFL quarterback. It just felt like this was going to be the next step of his development. Certainly hasn't panned out that way, but he's got a good head on his shoulders. Jay, despite limited experience at Stanford, he doesn't seem to have his confidence shaken.
No, I agree. He's a big, strong, traditional pocket-style quarterback that's got decent mobility.
Good to one again, making that first time miss. It's a good pursuit over Stewart on the tacklers, also Rodney McLeod. And it will be 3rd and 10. Looks like injured Indianapolis Cowboy Zaire Franklin, who's been just incredible this season for the Colts. And he is 1 tackle away from breaking their single-season tackles record. And now the athletic trainers come onto the field.
Keith, Damian, 66, double 6, yeah.
This is the icon of vacation.
Damian Porter, and Dave.
Arriving 2024. New customers get our best deals on all smartphones. That's right, but what if I'm already a customer?
No problem. Hey, Cam.
Yeah. Oh, same deal, Cam. It's kind of our thing.
What if I'm new to AT&T?
Cam, can...
Nice.
Hey, but what about for existing customers?
Is he okay?
At AT&T, we give everyone our best deals on every smartphone. Get up to $1,000 off our most popular smartphones with eligible trade-in.
Hey, I met that guy. We wore the same coat to a party. And I was like, twins! And then I told him about this 24/7 waffle place.
Waffles, anytime. That's just as great as Geico's 24/7 claim service. Anytime, on the phone or online.
And I was like, we should get waffles on the phone. It was hilarious. Seriously, it was crying. And then we got waffles.
24/7 claim service.
gun. They protected their high pass. And now they say incomplete. Bruce Moore, who had that toe drag catch on the sideline earlier, unable to make that one. Pieson on the coverage.
Pretty good ball from Davis Mills. He makes the catch, and it's that second foot that he can't get down inbound, so it's incomplete.
Should point out, Houston's biggest lead that they have had in a game this season was 17 points. It was actually week 1 against the Colts, where they had to frantically come back just to tie that game and finish with a 2020 tie. An awful long time ago. QT's going to play it around his 4-yard line. And they'll duck just inside Houston territory. Well, the Colts' entire defensive line hosted 16 teenagers from the Bloom Project's King's Mentorship Program. The program helps with preparation for high school, college, and career opportunities in the future. Colts surprised each kid with holiday gifts, new suits, and tickets to a Colts game. Colts franchise. We're talking about Houston's draft position, potentially 1 or 2, depending on the outcome of this game. Colts can pick anywhere from the number 3 to the 6th overall spot, depending on how these games finish. Zach Moss, on tackles, gets inside the 45-yard line. This is your draft order as it sits right now. Remember, Houston loses this game, they're guaranteed to win, but they win and Chicago loses to Minnesota. Those two will flip-flop at the top.
Minnesota is up 23-6 right now in Chicago. So Chicago doing their part to try and get that number 1 pick.
You're not saying they're losing on purpose.
Well, you already said they took out their second string, put in their third string at halftime.
Harris Campbell in motion. On 2nd and 6 with a little face mask as Moss was yanked. Christian Harris was there for the Texans.
Personal foul, tackling by the face mask. Defense, number 48. 15-yard penalty after the into play. First down.
There's a beat on Harris. That results in a first down for the Colts.
Correct. Number 52.
That's Bernard. You can see 52 reach out and grab that face mask there. Good opportunity here for Sam Ellinger. First down at the 30, going in. Now you can try to be a little bit aggressive while trying to protect that ball.
Misdirection. This is Pittman trying to find the edge. Well played by that Houston front. So we're sitting here watching the Colts. We think back to how their season ended last year, but the expectation level is just so crazy to consider how disappointing a year this has been.
Heartbreaking finish to go and lose that game to Jacksonville and knock it into the playoffs. And, this is a Jacksonville team that we did a bunch last year, and you can see how much in Jacksonville and the New York Giants, how much a coaching change can help a team. Jacksonville making the playoffs in the first year under Doug Peterson last night. Same with the Giants with Brian Daly.
What does the future hold for these two teams? It's a big decision to make. Look at Ellinger. Flag thrown as Ellinger slides down close to the 22-yard line. 2 different markers.
One is going to be holding on the defense.
Doing the run. Hold it. Defense, number 48. 5-yard penalty after the run. Automatic. First down.
So they'll tack on some more yardage here. But, remember, this was really the start of Indy's downfall. They went to Jacksonville last weekend of the season, win in their in scenario. And not only lost this game, Jay, they were fairly competitive.
I think that's where Frank Reich got in trouble with Jim Irsay. It started in that game there, and bringing Carson Wentz in and vouching for him, and it's really not working out.
Of course, they swung the quarterback carousel again with Matt Ryan. And they have not recovered since. But you make the point about Jacksonville. Watching that game last night, we were in their building in Jacksonville multiple times last year. That was as bad as we ever saw. with Urban Meyer,
And we did
just to see how far they've come in one calendar year. Has to give both of these franchises at least some hope with their fan bases.
We did Jacksonville against Philadelphia, and you could just, it was tangible the difference in that locker room. Talking to those players, the coaches, just everybody. Peterson does a phenomenal job.
Peterson was just exactly the kind of coach that they needed at that moment. Zach Moss.
Rears its head with this Texans defense. They have been one of the poorest tackling teams in the NFL this year.
And Zach Moss taking Tremont Smith for a piggyback ride at the end of that play. As Moss flexes on this defense. 9th rushing touchdown of his career and his first this season. Point after here by McLaughlin. They're trying to get the Colts a little bit closer. And we've got a 3-point game as we come down the stretch in this third quarter. Zach Moss busts it in for the Colts.
The only person I ever met belonged with Zach. Just remember you belong down here with us too, okay?
This is war. If our guys need help, we bring everyone home.
Yeah, it doesn't make it any easier. You understand? I'm one of the few things in this world that I trust. And what you fight for. Hey, I get it. Commitment can be scary, but not when you're saving up to 15% with Subscribe and Save at Amazon. You get free repeat delivery on your favorite items. And if things don't work out, you can always cancel. Seriously, no one would judge you if you call them. Okay.
Learn all the ways to save with Amazon.
All right, pay attention. You cannot teach this. This girl here, with the power of Lisa, she's doing nails at school to paper school. Why? Because school ain't cheap. She's brushing away school fees, one stroke at a time. Ooh. Hold up, Miss Lady. Our girl just turned her side hustle into a full-blown pop-up. Lesson learned. A+, gold star, class dismissed.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I want that personal price plan. So how's this from personal? I draw mustaches on players' faces when they're asleep.
Coach Reed, you don't need to get that personal. Get the State Farm personal price plan. It helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Oh, Coach, it happened again. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
I'll be quick to get a quote today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Is that my mug? Yep. I am very happy that you feel comfortable here.
NCIS 3-hour crossover event starting tomorrow, 8/7 Central on CBS.
Armed and dangerous.
East New York tonight, right after 60 Minutes on CBS.
What a moment, what a sequence for Zach Moss playing his 8th game since he was acquired in that early November deal from Buffalo. Second effort on the touchdown run to get the Colts to within a field goal. As we play with under 7 left in this third quarter. Well, Saturday, more college basketball comes your way on CBS. A fantastic Big Ten matchup between number 14 Wisconsin and 15th ranked Indiana. It all begins at 12:30 with our Inside College Basketball crew. That's Saturday, right here on CBS.
You've been doing a lot of Indiana games coming out here, huh?
here for 4 straight weeks. Look at the real estate trends in Indianapolis and Indiana. Zaire Franklin, Colts had told us he was a question mark to come back with the ankle. He's already on the field for the Colts. Do you think he wants that record?
I just think that's the kind of player he is.
Underneath here at Freeman, Franklin is 1 tackle away from breaking Darius Leonard's single-season record.
He was really a special teams guy. Got his opportunity this year. Stepped into a leadership role. Has performed phenomenally. Over 160 tackles, 10 TFL, just playing really solid, good football. And stepped up when they didn't have their playmaker at linebacker and Shaq Leonard.
Franklin, first full season as their full-time starter. He's kind of calling his plays. He's stepping into a huge role. Saving a potential touchdown. They pick up 54. Creative, releasing 2 guys. Creative offense. Running with Barricade coming behind in coverage, not able to make the play. Coming in this game, I thought 1 team would go to their tight end a lot of times. Take creative for defenses. Jordan on the end of the year, with the knee injury, you can't do it to a good man. Slowly but surely, the rookie fifth-round pick is factored more into their offense. This is Royce Freeman inside the 20, tackled by Buckner.
The second half of this season, Pep Hamilton has been a lot more creative. Trick plays, doing things early in games, especially formationally. That was one of the things Gus Bradley brought up was that they just throw so much action, so many different formations and personnel groupings that you have to be ready for it. What Hamilton can do is run something early, see how a defense plays it, and come back from here in the second half and be able to take advantage of it.
Jeff Driscoll, who we have seen now multiple times in this game, fakes, took it away himself. Trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, tackled and wrapped up by Buckner.
Colts defense did a pretty good job when Driscoll's been in there.
Driscoll has been part of the mix now for 5th straight week, rotating with Mills. He's averaged about 20 snaps over the last 4 games. Now it's Mills on a critical 3rd lead.
See the motion, no one going with, so it's probably going to be zone.
Mills protected. Towards the end zone. Touchdown. It's Akins. And Mills put it exactly where he had to. Akins reaching back away from the defender. 19-yard strike.
Yeah, just a good job. First understanding. So they know you're in zone because of the motion. And then Akins is just going to run right down the middle of the field. You got 2 deep, so you know the seams are going to be open. There's Akins' little move, and then right down the seam into the void, and a perfect throw by Mills.
We've had Houston a couple of times this year. One thing Pep told us was we have to get Akins more involved earlier in games. Former 3rd-round pick out of UCF. He has a scoring combination going with Davis Mills. Texans back up by 10.
Discover online privacy protection. We will help remove your personal data from 10 popular people search websites. Because the thing about your personal information is that it should stay private. Online privacy protection. Free from Discover.